Why is it so hard to find Node.js developers? Well, firstly, there's a global developer shortage. There's not enough people graduating from university to fill all the jobs in the United States, let alone outside the United States. Node.js is one of the most in-demand languages at the moment. Because the market is very much a market for developers right now, they can pick and choose where they want to work. This means that if you're a startup, you're going to be competing with some of the biggest companies in the world, and you're going to be competing to deliver benefits that you might not be able to deliver. There's also a fear amongst developers that they are needed for shorter projects and then will be let go. They're going to look for jobs instead that are going to offer long-term stability. At the same time, they're going to be very happy to leave that job if that job isn't exactly what they had in mind, the benefits aren't exactly right, or something better comes along. And finally, cost. If you look for a Node.js developer in the Bay Area, for example, after you include taxes and benefits, etc., you could be looking at $200,000 a year or more for one developer. So what can you do? Well, there's a few things you can do. The first thing you can do is you can change your offer. Perks, benefits, and a clear mission will drive interest in your company. If you just say, we're a digital health company, we need Node.js developers, you will find none. If you talk about your vision of where you want health to go, what's the future of health, people want to join missions that are greater than themselves, and they want to join companies that are going somewhere that they believe in. The next strategy you can take is you can look for outside partners. Now you do have to be a bit careful here because you don't want to just go for cheap nearshore or cheap outsourcing. You need strategic partners because digital health is a highly regulated industry dealing with highly sensitive data.
When you're recruiting developers, the best interview processes look like this. People and culture. This is a cultural fit interview. It focuses on the motivation of the potential employee, their thirst for learning, and their ability to think about problems critically. It enables you to understand if they're a good fit for you, and lets them see that there is a vibrant company culture that they could join. A structured technical interview enables you to benchmark your potential new employees and identify areas that they need to work on to increase their skill set. Finally, a compliance-led interview focuses on if they have a background in compliance, what their understanding is of relevant rules like HIPAA, GDPR, and CCPA, and their ability to learn new compliance rules and to work them into their development process. Why is it so hard to recruit developers? Well, we've talked about the shortage, but the reason it's so hard for software companies to recruit developers is that developers want the following. 1, they don't want to work on the same thing every day. They want to have different projects to focus on at different times. 2, they want to work with other developers just like them. They want to be part of a team. 3, they want to have access to training and access to a clear career path that takes them where they want to go. And finally, they want a safe harbor. They want to be in a safe environment where developers are key and critical to the company's success. When you look at those 4 points, you can understand why it's difficult for software companies to recruit top-notch developers today. At Virtual, we can recruit top-notch developers successfully because we can address those 4 points. Our developers can work on different projects because we have a wealth of customer work for the team to be working on. Our developers get to work with developers just like them because we've built a team across the globe. Our developers have access to training and mentoring to help them to reach their career goals. And finally, we create a safe harbor for developers, where the developers are key to the success of our business. If you'd like to hire some of our developers, simply contact us today. Thank you.